Hiya.
Howdy.
Hiya.
Oh, my,
Hi.
I was just like, am I on?
Hiya. How you doing?
Kung Fu Panda over here.
Yeah, Kung Fu.
How are you?
I'm good. I feel like we have to address the elephant in the room before we get started. I have a really big zit over here, and it reminds me of the episode of Wizards of Waverley Place where the zit talks to Alex Russo, and it's a big
Do you want to know
zit.
something? Wizards of Waverly Place totally missed me. Our era of Disney was Sweet Life and Hannah and That's So Raven and whatever, but I feel like Wizards of Waverly Place was just outside of that window for me.
That makes perfect sense because for me, I couldn't tell you what happened at the end of Wizards of Waverly Place because that was when I was starting to tail off into broader pastures.
Greener pastures.
Greener pastures.
Broader interests, greener pastures.
Yes. So I got the early front and then kind of trailed off. But that episode where the zit talks to you, that's how I feel. And I do my best to cover it up, but I have to. It's like, you know, when you have to make fun of yourself before somebody else makes fun of you.
Yes.
So, hey guys, I have a zit.
There is one thing from Wizards of Waverly Place that did stick with me, if I may.
Let's hear it.
What's that?
A hat. Crazy, funky, junky hat. Overslept, hair unsightly. Trying to look like Keira Knightley. You've been there, you've done that. I see right through your funky hat. No, yeah, that's like a vocal stem.
That's like the one piece of Wizards of Waverly Place that is in my brain. Everything else is not.
When
Wizards.
anyone says, what's that? I'm like, what's that? A hat. Crazy, funky, junky hat.
And it has to go through your
and it's like, you know?
It's like word vomit.
Yeah, I have to get it out. But no. Other than that,
for what it's worth, on this side of your face, I can't see the zit. And also, when we were upstairs facing each other dead on, I also couldn't see it.
I'm trying to cover it with my hair, but I just feel like it's...
Wait, look at me straight.
It's here it is.
Yeah, they're not going to see that.
Zoom in, guys.
They're not going to see
Get a
that.
good laugh. Get it out.
If you're worried about that zit, I have a lot of other things to be worried about, i.e. my Doublè Chins.
My Doublè Chins. No, as a chubby
I say it
gal...
in French, so it makes it sound fancy.
As a chubby
Like when
gal...
people say target.
Yeah. No, as a chubby girl, there's nothing worse than a Doublè Chins.
A Doublè Chins. No, I say Chins.
Oh, a Doublè Chins. And I'm always noticing my Doublè Chins in every photo, every video, every Snapchat, every podcast.
The only people I Snapchat these days is you and P in our group chat and Angie, because Angie and I have like an 1,800-day streak or something.
No, I only
crazy
Snapchat like my real ones, honestly.
When I remember Snapchat first coming out, first of all, there was literally no better time. I'm telling you, our government and our society started to fall apart the minute they took the top 3 friends away on Snapchat.
That was like
That was
people.
There was literally no greater time in my fucking life. I lived for that. Secondarily, every Snapchat I took, I was going like this.
No, literally.
Like I was leaned back, my hoodie was up here, and I was like this.
I'm never not
You're
covering.
on the stairs.
I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but if you hear a stomp, 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 it's
That's
not
just my little dinosaur.
It's not our Doublè Chins.
It's not my
Floor?
big fat stompers walking around.
It's my nephew, her son. Yeah, no, but as a chubby, I'm never not covering my Doublè Chin in a photo. I have a photo of me from
moments ago. I just said to Sofia, I have to stop turning to talk to you because you can see my chin, so I have to start going like this.
I have a photo of me. Everyone made fun of me in college because I played lacrosse in college, guys. I'm not a star, okay? They needed a goalie, and really they needed a second string goalie. All I did was get beat the fuck up like every day. I think I played like the only games I got put in was if we were like 20 ahead. Regardless, they do photos for the website for college. For some reason, they decided to get. We were the Johnson and Wales Wildcats, you know, just like I said, we're all in this together, Wildcats. They had a big statue of a Wildcat. So for 1 year, they decided to get on their knees and literally go up like this and have the Wildcat casted in the background. And I'm like, oh, as a chubby, this is not going to fucking work for me. My photo, I'll have to find it. I literally was like this. Everyone was like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? And I'm like, all you skinnies don't understand, and all you skinnies look great, and you didn't have to move your head. I had to be like, and like a crane.
I will say, for what it's worth, we do a lot of skinny v chubby here, and I do just have to say, unfortunately, as a woman, whether you're skinny or chubby, you're always hating pictures of yourself. That's just like canon to being a woman.
No, that's so true. You're never. The grass is
like
always greener on the other side.
Yeah, the skinnies out there are also having problems.
And let me tell you this: I'm not hating on the skinnies.
I wish I was one of you.
Yeah, I wish I was
desperately.
You have your problems too, guys. Okay.
Yeah. How was your?
Wait, hold on.
No, here we go.
No,
here we go.
All I can think of is
I've got the ball rolling.
All I can think of is that fight on Vanderpump Rules, and I can't even remember who they were coming after. But I think it was Sheena and Ariana. They were coming. It was like it was Saucy, Chris and Katie versus Sheena and Ariana. They were talking about Sheena body shaming one of them, and Sheena's like, "Well, you said to me in New Orleans the anorexics go off when me and Kristen didn't want to eat this." I went on this whole spiel, and Saucy's like, "That's a compliment," and I was like, honestly, I get where Sheena's coming from. Brand safe, yes, you're right, Sheena, but no, shut up.
The single greatest fight line of all time goes to my girl Dina from the Jersey Shore, where she said, "What are you gonna do? Call me fat, Mike? Yeah, you're gonna call me fat? I can fix being fat for free. It's gonna take 10 grand to fix your fucking face." Here we go.
I'm gonna.
Here we go. Sorry, she's gonna correct.
What are you gonna call me fat, Mike? I can fix my face for. Wait, fuck.
Okay, she's coming in with the big balls. Hold on, she's not even gonna get it right.
Hold on.
She came down in a dog bubble, Doug. That's what. Hold on. Makes me think of. Today's episode is entitled Vocal Stims 101.
What are you gonna? Oh yeah, Mike. What are you gonna call me fat? You're gonna call me fat? I can lose weight for free. You have to pay 10 grand to fix your fucking face. And I've never had, and I never heard an insult.
And I just want to apologize to everybody out there who has to listen to that in their headphones.
No, everyone in their headphones is like, "Get her, Dina."
After they take their headphones out or turn the volume down.
Listen, I don't apologize, okay?
Okay, that makes one of us. How was your week? What'd you do?
My week was actually
weekend, since we're at the end of the week.
My week was actually great. So I didn't want to talk about it last time because I didn't want to jinx or rinx it. But I was interviewing for a promotion at work and I got it. And I'm just so happy for myself. So I had a great week. I got told, listen, corporate, how they tell you about promotions is just, and this is not just my company, it's every company. Honestly, and the thing is, I really don't know what good way to tell you that you got promoted or that you didn't, but when they put that quick chat meeting on your calendar, like
touch point,
hours before, all day, I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? I've never worked as hard in my life because I was like, if I don't work on what I need on my project for my job right now, I'm gonna spiral. I had all my crystals out. I'm like, this is either gonna be great or this is gonna be bad.
For the well-adjusted people out there who don't suffer with anxiety, unfortunately, one, that's not us. Secondarily, this bitch texted me and she literally sent me what one of the people that like had something to do with the interview process said, and they were like, "They loved you!" ! And she's like, "I didn't get it." I'm like,
well, here's why. Because
it was honestly giving Sheena.
No, because more times than not, a quick chat means that you didn't. More times than not. Now, it's like the one in a million, a quick chat means you do.
I just find the total opposite.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not consistent in any company.
No, I'm saying, no, the point I'm trying to make is that it is consistent. They're always putting in quick chat, whether you got it or not, so that you going into it don't know if you got it or not. If they were saying everybody that didn't get it, it was quick chat, and everybody that did get it, it was an hour-long meeting with HR on the invite, then there would be everybody who didn't get it would know exactly that they didn't get it. That's why they do that.
Here's the rub, guys.
Here is the BBQ
well, I don't know
rub.
if the BBQ. Oh my God. Speaking of chubby. Anyway, the thing is, here's on manifesting. If you guys think manifesting is a big hubbubaloo, I'm going to need you to reevaluate yourself and your life, because so my new promotion is in the media, advertising, marketing world. I work in corporate retail right now. I don't have any solid experience with that. I have cross-functional experience with that. I've worked with my teams with it, but I've always wanted to get into it. In January, when I do my bingo card, I write down all these things that I want for myself. If I get bingo, because I do them throughout the year, I reward myself. Have yet to get bingo. But it doesn't matter because you still get the X's across the board. I put on there that I wanted to get a job in media, whatever. And I've been manifesting it. And now I have it. So if you don't manifest, guys, you better rethink it, because I manifest literally everything.
By the way, if you don't manifest and you don't want to, that's okay too.
Yeah, it is, but you should. You're making a big mistake. Huge if you don't.
Okay. Back to my original question. Oh yeah, you did say how I was like, back to my original question. How was your week?
Because I'm really excited to start my new job. Really sad to leave my old team and everything. But here's the thing: everyone else is moving and grooving all around too. So it's kind of nice, because it's not like you're leaving everyone that you used to work with behind. It's like everyone's kind of going around to different areas too. So
like they're spreading their wings, butterfly.
Yeah, they're spreading their wings.
Butterfly, fly away.
Oh, butterfly, butterfly, fly away. How was your week?
It was like kind of a nothing burger. I worked a lot. We had a corporate visit in town, so I did that. I had a gorgeous bridal shower yesterday for my friend Megan. Literally so nice.
We love Megan.
The flowers were done by my friend Melissa and one of Megan's friend Laura. Really, really well done. Just truly gorgeous. Her parents' house is sick. They have a backyard, a pool. They had this big oasis. They have like a little pool house. They have all these wildflowers growing by the pool. Truly just a gorgeous experience. And they had, let me just tell you something. Something to know about me and Megan and Melissa is we love food, as does everyone. But there's just something about us. I had one in my house. We did charcuterie. Like, we're always thinking about food. She had wood fire pizzas at her bridal shower coming out of a wood fire pizza truck. Then they had salad. You know what my biggest gripe about the universe is that Bertucci's changed their salad dressing. You know, remember how they used to have that orange, really good Italian dressing?
Absolutely changed
this dressing,
now it's very herby.
Now it's shalloty. Very shalloty. This dressing, too much.
Last time I had it was too herby.
I didn't like it. Anyway, I'm getting to the point of the story is that this salad dressing was what the Bertucci's old salad dressing we thought it was. This was better. It was so good. She also had a pistachio cake, which obviously I didn't indulge in. You would have indulged in.
Guys, I love
So just like all in all, really, really gorgeous experience. And she looked beautiful. She had fun. Her and Tyler, their last name is the same, so she doesn't have to change her last name.
So
Just a gorgeous
nice.
experience. And her
That's
wedding's
so
in October.
nice.
I'm very excited about it. That was really like the highlight of my week, honestly. October, I don't want to put her on blast.
I got married October 11th, so a really good
Yeah,
time.
I'm born in October.
Yeah.
Like, October's a great month.
It is a great month. But back to Bertucci's, because you got me fired up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I love a roll.
All growing up,
Bertucci's was the spot.
one of my favorite meals ever was the chicken broccoli ziti from Bertucci's. The cream sauce, the garlic, the little hint of lemon, it was perfect. Me and Hayden got Bertucci's. This was probably like a year ago, honestly.
Can I tell you why it's not the same?
Well, hold on. And let's just say, I was hungry. Okay? And when you're hungry, even if you eat something bad, it usually tastes good because you're so hungry. I was so excited. And I had my period. That's why we got it, because I was like, I'm really craving this chicken broccoli ziti. So I had my period, I had a craving, and I was hungry. All three things that would make the worst of meals good. Let me tell you, when I took a motherfucking bite of that Bertucci's chicken broccoli ziti, I was so upset, crushed, let down. Ooh,
Can I tell you?
You didn't want to be Hayden that day.
Can I tell you now?
It was so bad.
Can I tell you the answer now?
Yeah.
The reason it's bad is because Bertucci's was one of those, like an Olive Garden. It wasn't known for its quality, but it was consistently good, just like a restaurant joint.
They had their little dough for the kids.
Then they started to not be a big competitor with like these other restaurants that are popping on the scene. So they hired a actual Food Network chef. His name is Christian Petroni. Now I love Christian Petroni. This is not a referendum on Christian Petroni. However, what Christian Petroni is doing with the menu is trying to upscale Bertucci's with the same budget that they had before, which is not working. And he's changing recipes and ingredients, obviously. And it's just not working. The one thing that hasn't changed is the roll, but you know what they changed?
Or the garlic sauce.
They did change the dip. So I believe they changed the dip. They changed they used to have my favorite meal.
I literally almost ordered Bertucci's the other day.
Cheese pizza with the little black olive in the middle, and I would get the endless salad and rolls. Okay. Now something about this salad is it could have changed your life. It's a classic Italian enchilada: cucumber, carrot, tomato, Italian dressing, Parmesan cheese, some lettuce. They've changed everything.
No, the dip. Well, I don't know if I can go on with this episode because the dip, guys, let me tell you, when I had a tumor.
I mean, the dip might be the same. When I went, it was not the same. It was very shalloty. That's why I know.
So then it's not the same. When I had my tumor, I had to be in the hospital 3 days before they could do anything because the swelling was so bad. So obviously people were bringing me a ton of things that I love to eat in case I died. Milano cookies, blue Doritos. Barbara,
really well balanced diet.
Barbara was like, what do you want me to bring? And I was like,
Barbara queen.
I was like, honestly, all I want is the chicken ziti broccoli and the rolls and garlic dip from Bertucci's. It wasn't bad at this point. And I was like, you know what? I have 16 rolls, the whole thing of the oily dip. And I was like, if I die, it's okay. This is a perfect last meal. So it was already like a to the gut of the chicken ziti broccoli.
Can we go off?
And now it's a to the gut of the garlic.
Can we go off
change.
book?
Sure.
Have you ever, you're familiar with the last meal videos on TikTok and like the podcast that does the last meals? Mm-hmm. What would your last meal be?
Here I go.
If you know the rules, you can list obviously whatever you want. It doesn't have to be entree, side, drink. Like you can list multiple things.
Mm-hmm. So I want a really nice steak. Really, like, you know what? A filet mignon, dare I say, with really nice garlicky mashed potato and a nice crisp Caesar salad with fries well done. A very, very crispy Diet Coke. I would say the bread and garlic dip from Bertucci's, if it is not changed. That's my app. And then I think for dessert,
You're not understanding. You don't have to do an app meal dessert. Like you could do a burger, a steak, a
I know,
chicken.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay. So you would just do appetizers, meal, dessert?
I'm not done.
Oh, okay.
And a creme brulee, a really great piece of raspberry cheesecake, really great pistachio cookies, and then multiple pistachio things. Ice cream. I'm a real sweet girl. I love sweets.
Yeah, you are a sweet girl.
Oh, and maybe like you know what I would love? Like a butternut squash soup. Yeah. I'm just listing off my favorite things here, so why don't you go?
Okay, mine, I put a lot of thought into this because I see those videos all the time, and in my mind, I'm like, one day I'm either going to be a celebrity chef like Ina, or I'm going to be a celebrity. Like either way,
Or I'm going to be on death row, and there is
going to be at some point in my life where I'm going to have to do this. So mine would be.
Wait, before you say, Belle's a really good cook. Belle's a really good baker. Belle is sitting on a gold mine with an influencer situation because she could easily do it, and she just does it.
My dream would be to be Wishbone Kitchen.
Thing,
like everything that Wishbone Kitchen has done, becoming the next Ina.
But you could be. But I don't have any talent. I just like running my mouth. I try to go on social media and run my mouth and be an influencer. That's my only talent is running my mouth. This bitch has the most beautiful fucking food and the most beautiful dessert. She has the talent, and she doesn't do it.
She has the classical training, though. That's why. I mean, she was a chef.
Any kind of training to be on there. Who even know? It could taste like doodle caca. It looks beautiful, but it doesn't taste like doodle caca.
My dream is to one day have, maybe when Declan's a little older and I have more free time, to have a food. I have the Instagram handle already made, and I would be a creator, and then I would get on Next Level Chef, and I would win Next Level Chef, and Gordon Ramsay would be my mentor.
You could do that now. You could literally not even.
But I wouldn't want to be a restaurant chef. I would want to be like an influencer chef, where I get like a Food Network chef.
Okay, regardless. Say your meal.
Okay, sorry.
I can't.
So
you have to believe in yourself, people.
So my last meal would be a fresh baked rosemary and sea salt focaccia with an olive oil dipping sauce. In addition to that, I would also like a classic Bertucci's old school style enchilada with crispy lettuce, butter lettuce, or you know that little farm gem lettuce, that kind of lettuce with red onion, carrots, cucumbers, perhaps a small crouton, and a really good golden Italian dressing.
Like a bread crouton.
Me too.
I don't like a store-bought bag crouton. I know you do.
I do. Then I would move swiftly into a freshly fried by my dad chicken cutlet with sea salt on the top, sliced very, 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 very thin.
Has to be thin.
Has to be thin. Has to be made by Dad. He just makes the best.
Really
unfortunately, he does.
Dad, another one who could be
while we're on that topic, I would also like a singular piece of Dad's pepperoni pizza where he doesn't put too much cheese on it, and the crust is like really crunchy and well done with Crazy Jane salt on the crust.
Dad has to check the fuck in and show the fuck up, or else I don't want that pizza.
Then I would do a handmade gnocchi with Grandma's red sauce that she makes, specifically made by Grandma. In addition to that, I would need a scone. I would need Mom's raspberry lemon scone with the frosting on top. Have to have that. Has to be made by Mom. Then furthermore, I would take a filet mignon. A Tosca filet mignon. Actually, or Morin's filet mignon. That one really blew my dick off there. So a filet mignon, I would like a side of a crispy, hot, salty French fry.
Has to be crispy, has to be hot.
Has to be crispy, has to be salty, has to be like I want to like a well done. You know what I mean? I like everything.
I don't
want
it burnt.
Right.
But I want a crispy.
I, with the steak and the French fry, would like to have a very, very, very ice cold dirty martini with extra olive juice, 3 olives,
So
not a blue cheese olive.
Think about
classic
alcohol because
olive.
I'm sober, but if I was gonna die, I think I might have a dirty martini too.
Okay, so there you go.
I love a dirty martini.
Then I would have next to that would have a very crispy Diet Coke with a lime wedge on the side in case I want to squeeze it in.
I think I might want some cherry juice in mine. I love cherries.
Then I would have old school white people taco. I want that old El Paso seasoning with the crunchy hard flat shell
in there for me.
Then I would want for dessert, I would go with a really, really well made vanilla bean gelato and Nani's chocolate chip cookies made specifically by Nani's hands. So you'd have to come back from the grave, and that's what I would want.
Wow. That's a good one.
Yeah, I put a lot of thought into it for when the day ever comes that I do have to do that interview.
Yeah, and I have to say...
And things could change, obviously.
And I have to say...
Oh, also, I'm sorry, I would have some sort of shellfish. I would say how special, whatever restaurant I'm at, because it's the last. Well, because it's my last meal. I'm allergic to shellfish. Fun fact. So.
Well, I know that's actually kind of sad because I do think you would like it because you like fish.
I say this all the time.
You like
I
salmon,
would
you like
absolutely love to have shellfish. A shrimp cocktail. I feel like I would love.
Yeah.
A scallop with like a creamy. I would love a lobster roll, hot butter with a buttered roll.
Honestly, though, speaking of things that we love, because you kind of said it when you said a white person's taco, and I was like, ooh, add a dirty.
I'm having that for dinner tonight, a white person taco night.
I just want to look at everyone in the mirror, in the camera, and all the ready girls. Shut your fucking mouth if you make fun of Taco Bell because of all this fucking lettuce issue. It's not fucking Taco Bell, and they handled it and took care of it. Taco Bell already gave everyone fucking violent diarrhea, and we loved it, and we went back for more. So enough of blaming Taco Bell.
By the way, I cannot wait to get this cyclospore out. 10 to 12 pounds, that's my goal weight. Sorry, give me the lettuce, give me the cucumbers, give me whatever it's going to take for me to get that.
The memes that are like, if I got it, I wouldn't even know that's me because I have IBS. Like, I have violent diarrhea, so like 9 days out of 10.
At the shower yesterday, I was like, everyone was going for the pizza, everyone was going for the sandwiches. I dove headfirst into that salad. I said, may there please be cyclospora in here.
Well, so for me, I was going to get a salad yesterday, and then I was like, actually, let me not, because guys, we're going to get really personal here on the Ready or Not podcast. My stomach yesterday was
Are we not already?
so unwell.
I threw up
and
yesterday.
I knew that I had to go, and I couldn't go. I was not coming. I had my husband put a Ducalux in my, and you know what? Never felt better before I went out. But then when I was out, I was like, ooh, my stomach's already kind of queasy. Maybe I shouldn't get the lettuce, so I just got chicken tendies.
I don't have that problem. I actually ordered the 99 yesterday, and I had a really upsetting experience with it because I got 2 different flavor wraps because I couldn't decide if I wanted the Gold Fever wrap or just the regular classic wrap. I got it. I literally took one bite of one. I took one bite of the other, and instantly something was not right, and it made me sick.
You know,
and I couldn't drink my
the lettuce
glass,
in the wrap.
and it couldn't make me drink, and I couldn't drink the glass bottle IBC root beer that I specifically ordered to pour over ice.
You know what you should have gotten, which me and Hayden both swear by? The kids meal hot dog at 99 slaps.
The 99 is close enough to my house so that I could order something. Like the fries that came, crispy golden.
No, I'm telling you, the kids meal hot dog with it's really good. It's really fucking good. It would cure your no hot dog on the 4th of July.
I, by the way, still haven't had a hot dog. We're almost in August.
Just order the kids meal.
We're doing that for Decky's birthday party. We're doing hot dogs.
Yeah,
and
I know.
hamburgers.
I'm so excited. So other than that, your week was the nothing burger?
Yeah, kind of nothing burger.
Well, speaking of nothing burgers, should we get into the stories for the week?
Surely.
Because a nothing burger
Temple.
that comes up, which honestly, guys, this is just more funny than anything else. Matty Healy got married right after Taylor Swift. If you don't know Matty Healy, he is the smallest man who ever lived. Like, and the fact that
she was sent by someone
who wanted me dead. Did you sleep with a gun underneath my bed? Anyway, we don't want her to steal the rights to the honestly.
By the way, the day she added that set for TTPD to the Eras Tour, I could something inside me reached euphoria.
It could be my wedding anniversary. I could be the happiest in the world. I would still scream my motherfucking guts out in the car to that song.
Listen, Tom and I don't fight often. There's literally nothing better than the smallest inconvenience of a bicker, so I can listen to Taylor Swift with joy.
That's what I listen to when I'm having a great day.
I'm not even no, I mean I do too, but it feels better. But literally no joke. Tom the other day, for example, Tom left my car door open overnight last night. Is that the biggest deal in the world? No. Did I scream, sing, tolerate it the entire way to work? Absolutely.
No. The best. Anyway, so obviously he did not plan to do it the same. Like, they did not plan to do it the same week.
He had absolutely no idea when Taylor was getting married.
But it's just so funny because he married model and musician Gabbriette Bechtel, I think. Bechtel.
She, by the way, is who Amelia Gray wishes she was.
I have no idea anything about her.
So what Lisa Rinna's daughter did with her look, she stole from Gabbriette.
Well, I wouldn't even say steal. I would say inspiration.
No, she stole from Gabbriette.
Well, anyway.
Let's be real.
And they got married
They
got married at Madonna's former estate in Los Angeles.
That's kind of a slay.
So here's my thing. You know, and I honestly, I really don't feel bad for Matty Healy at all. I think he's.
Do you have a hot take on this? Because I genuinely, I have nothing to say.
No, I just have one thing to say.
No, I know. I'm saying, I guess my hot take is that this didn't move me in a way where I feel like I even need to make a comment about it. I just don't care.
Well, no, I just think it's ironic and it's funny.
So
shortly after Taylor, because you know that this Gabbriette girl and Matty Healy, he's so moody, so like angsty, I'm
pretty sure their dress code was all black.
So exactly, they,
on the beach, no less.
They were so iconic getting married at Madonna's old house or whatever, and it's like, here comes Taylor Swift getting fucking married at MSG and being the most iconic. No one's talking about their wedding at all, and you know that is killing him. So that's really why I thought it was funny, and I'm sure Taylor's like, as I'd be like,
I feel like Taylor doesn't even care.
No, but if she saw it, if it ever came across her desk,
she would
probably be
sure.
like, so
for sure. I do want to say her look was kind of corpse bridey for me.
I haven't seen it.
I think it's just because of her makeup and her hair and how it's so dark. I was like, ooh, it's
I
giving
didn't
Corpse Bride. And I
look
love Corpse
into,
Bride.
like,
That's not an insult,
much,
by the way.
I know, I love Corpse Bride too. I didn't look into much or like really any details about it besides where it was, but I just saw it and I laughed. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Of course he got married the same month. It just makes me laugh.
I thought the guest list was funny because it's everybody, that's obviously the anti-Taylor camp. So like Stassi was there, Stassi Kirk-Nicola. I think that's how you say her name,
I have
Kirk-Nicola.
no idea who that
And
is.
that's Stassi, baby.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why is she
so like she was
anti-Taylor
there
camp? Because
she's Kardashian. And Charlie XCX was there. Everybody who wasn't at Taylor's wedding was at this wedding, and it's like this wedding was not anything of what Taylor's was.
Yeah,
so it was just funny.
But it just makes me laugh.
Speaking of Taylor's wedding, do you know what Tom told me? Which I love my husband for coming with the facts.
What?
He told me that there are people that are buying bags of trash from the MSG dumpsters for $25 a bag in case they get something of Taylor's.
People are unwell.
Which I just have to say, and I said this to Tom.
Are you okay? If
They
you're
are
buying
they are
trash,
people that give us a bad name.
yeah.
You know?
That's
I thought that was like a crazy
That's
fact.
insane. Like, what are you gonna like sniff the fucking napkin?
I'm like,
That's wild. Anyway,
you're driving the ship
Speaking
here
of
today. 'Cause
something else
I was going to
wild.
say, you have good
Yeah.
transitions ready?
speaking of something else
No,
wild,
Roman will miss my transitions.
Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater quietly break up after 3 years.
Good.
And all I have to say about that is, Ethan Slater, how does it feel to leave your high school sweetheart when she just had the baby?
I believe the lore is that she just had a baby.
Yeah, just had a baby for Ariana Grande, who was just bored at music camp at work. Like, I keep seeing all these memes and needed something.
I have a take here that I don't know if you're going to agree with.
Okay, pop up with the take.
I think that the narrative and the lore about Ariana Grande is that she's a man stealer. Like, we know that that's the lore. I feel like someone who went through Nickelodeon at the time that she went through Nickelodeon, where we know there was some questionable behavior going on there. Someone who was thrust into the spotlight so young, the true love of your life, Mac Miller, dies tragically. You have a bomb go off at your concert. I think she mentally is probably not all there, and that's why she does the things that she does and is going through the things that she's going through. I think she's not a truly healed person. Now, I do want to say,
He's definitely
I don't think
at worse, because here's the thing. Like you said, she's had some mental issues. Doesn't really excuse it. I'm sorry. That's shitty of you to do. A woman who just had a baby.
No, I'm not saying it's
as a
right.
girl,
I'm not saying it's
but
right.
I
I'm
do
just saying I think there's an
I do think she's
explanation.
had-
There's a reason for the season.
Him, however, you kind of suck.
Yeah, he sucks.
And not only
Although big nerdy loser playing SpongeBob on Broadway and Ariana Grande showing the littlest bit of interest in you, of course you're going to leave your wife.
no. So here's the thing.
Sorry to your wife.
This is gonna sound so pick me, and I don't care. This is why me and Hayden, we don't even really say celebrity crushes, because I'm like, I don't want
That'd be me.
to. There's no world in which I don't care if you were. Like, I don't care if MGK himself came up to me and was like, "I really think you're hot," and no. Like, I love my husband. Like, I'm not doing that. So you clearly are a piece of shit. Like, I'm sorry. That's so fucked up.
He is a piece of shit. I think the point I'm trying to make is like everybody has their own insecurities in this world and in this life. And the first thing that the wife did after was write this big expose and article about it.
Yeah, well, good for her. And honestly, girl, don't take him back. Don't.
Oh no, she shouldn't.
And
she absolutely shouldn't.
Not only that, though. Not only that did they quietly break up. Then right after, literally
What is
weeks.
quietly breaking up, by the way? Like, we just haven't seen them
we just
photographed
didn't
together?
know. She's appearing to have rekindled her relationship with her ex, Ricky Alvarez. And they're taking it very slowly. And they dated in 2015 to 2016.
Wrote a song about Ricky, Now I Listen and Laugh. Although
He
she
was a
did
backup dancer at her honeymoon tour.
She did change it in the latest. Did you see the latest clip of her show where she said,
No.
instead of saying wrote some songs about Ricky, now I listen and laugh, she said wrote some songs about Ricky, we always find our way back.
Yeah,
so she's like telling us they're
taking
together.
it slow and
Yeah.
casual. Sorry if
she's telling us.
You know why? You know what? I didn't even know that. You're not taking it casual, because that's like Karma is the guy on the cheese coming straight home to me.
Exactly.
Like, you're not doing that for a casual date.
I also
so-
think I think Ariana is one of those people who unfortunately can't be alone.
Yeah.
Although, speaking of mother's lyric, my brother used to call it eating out of the trash. I don't know what going back to a man who already did you wrong so much that you wrote a lyric that said, I listened to the songs I used to write about Ricky and I laugh.
Yeah.
Meaning, obviously, it was funny to you.
I thought it was
Haha.
listen
Laugh funny.
less.
What?
I thought it was wrote some songs about Ricky. Now I'm listening less.
No, it's
that.
wrote some songs about Ricky. Now I listen and laugh.
Oh, okay. Well,
Please, I used to be obsessed with that song. I
well,
know all the words.
it is a great song. But regardless, Ethan Slater, you're a joke. Ariana, I think you need to do some reflecting, although I still like you.
Let me be so
Yeah.
clear. Love Ariana. Like, her music is amazing. She is, I think, the voice of our generation.
Yeah.
I love Taylor. Taylor is the lyricist of our generation, probably the businesswoman of our generation. She's an amazing singer. She is no Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande's pipes are unmatched.
They
I
have
think
different
like her
strengths.
pitch, her tone, they have different strengths, obviously,
Yeah.
as different pop princesses do. But I mean, I love Ari. No shade to Ari. I think
also
Ari needs some help. I think she's like going through it.
society, we have to start being able to understand that two things can be true.
Totally.
Because unless you're on your platform being Mother Teresa and that's your thing, it's wrong. Is it wrong that you stole that woman's husband and baby daddy? Yeah. But can I still appreciate how you sing? Yeah. You know?
Yeah. Well, I think
be one or the other.
two things can be true in a lot of cases, not all cases. Like, for example,
obviously that's not. That's what I'm
Kanye,
saying.
musical genius. I'm not listening to Kanye ever again. He's an anti-Semite.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not, obviously.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
But
just had to put that out
you
there.
could still, I'm saying, you can still like somebody if somebody does something where they're like, stealing a woman's husband, you can still like their music.
Yeah.
Being an anti-Semite, no.
Yeah, being an anti-Semite is kind of where I draw the line, unfortunately.
Speaking of liking
I
people,
love my Jews.
the Times 100's creators list came out. There's a lot of reality TV stars and influencers.
Alex Earl.
Alex Earl is on it. Serena Page from Love Island. Olandria from Love Island. And Mara Higgins from Love Island. Mara Higgins, specifically our queen, we love Mara Higgins, was recognized because she transformed her stint on Love Island UK into a long-lasting career spanning from TV hosting to brand partnerships and a huge social media presence. Time highlighted her ability to stay culturally relevant years after leaving the villa.
I love that you're coming with quotes today.
I fucking love Mara Higgins.
I would like to speak directly now.
Oh, and Whitney Levitt. She's on there too. I wanted to say that.
I would like to speak directly now to Mara.
I love you.
Everything that you have ever done, genius. Everything that you will ever do, genius. You are the influencer Zendaya. Zendaya is the fashion queen of this world. Literally nobody can top her in law, not even you. However, in the world of influencers, you are Zendaya. And I just want to say, I cannot wait. Top tier. I cannot wait to see you shaking that thing out there on Dancing with the Stars. Every single night, your votes are coming from me. You are going to win this show if I have anything to say about it. And I just want to say, welcome to America, baby. I love you.
I love Mara Higgins. Her outfits are fire. Her personality, fire. If you like Mara Higgins and you haven't watched her season of Love Island,
oh my God, you have to.
What a treat! What a treat! You got Molly May, you got Tommy Fury, Molly May.
That's the best. Arguably, that's the best season of Love Island UK of all time.
So good. And Mara Higgins, she's so true to herself. Like I fucking love her. 2 days. Yeah,
that was Anna, not Mara, but
but just such a good season.
Anyway, Mara girl, love you.
We love you. And which I have to say, if you could pick a reality star, an influencer, anyone who wasn't on the list, but you thought should have been on the list, and I don't know everyone.
Can you pull up the list so I can tell you my people and you can tell me if they were on the list?
I couldn't, but why you pull it up while I say mine?
I'll ask the doctor.
Because I asked the doctor and it didn't show me the whole list. That's why I'm like...
It's how you prompt the doctor.
Why don't you just say it?
Show me the full list of 100 influencers on the 2026 Time 100 influencer list. Yes, pull the page that lists all 100 creators.
See, the doctor was failing me with this.
I think it's because it's probably behind a paywall.
By the way, the doctor legit helped me with my interview so much. You can do mock interviews on ChatGPT, guys. Just so you know. If you put
is this behind a paywall?
I have no idea. But that's why I think it might be easier if you just say who you think, and then you say, was this person on the list, and the doctor will tell you. Because that's what I did.
Okay. I want to see the list, so I'm just...
Well, I'll go first.
Surely.
I think 2 people who I would have put on the list, I did 1 boy, 1 girl. You don't have to do it that way.
Oh, I was just going to give you all of the people I wanted to be on the list, because there's a lot.
You can do that too, but I had just 2.
Okay.
My first one is Paige DeSorbo. Why is Paige DeSorbo not on that list? Her style is phenomenal. Giggly Squad is phenomenal.
Oh, here we go. I have the list.
Her Amazon Lives are phenomenal. Everything she does is fucking phenomenal. And honestly, same with Hannah Berner. She's got the comedy special. Like, why are they not on that list? They got Podcast of the Year. Why are they not on that list?
Nobody on this list is who I would have put on this list.
But don't you agree that Paige and Hannah should have been on that list?
Yeah. Okay. They should be on it. Where's Chicks in the Office?
Yeah.
Podcast people actually listen to. No offense. Where's Chicks in the Office? Where's, for lack of a better word, The Toast? Where's Alex Cooper? Alex Cooper, for all intents and purposes, is a creator. Mm-hmm. Oh, Alex Cooper is on this list. Sorry.
Oh, I thought she wasn't.
No, she is.
Oh.
Do you want me to read you all the... Do you want to...
No, I can't. I don't have time for 100 names.
Okay.
But anyway, Paige and Hannah should be on the list. Kind of crazy.
Paige and Hannah should definitely be on the list.
And then my other one might surprise you. Up and coming, who I think should be on the list next year. Maybe not this year. Building up. Rob Roush. From Love Island. And it was on Traders.
He is really not on this list.
No, he's not.
Although, I guess my my pushback to Rob Roush is he's a reality star, so he wouldn't.
There are reality stars on the
I know, but I'm
list.
saying reality stars that are full-time creators. Like I wouldn't consider him a full-time
But
creator.
that's what I'm saying. Maybe not this year,
not this
but
year.
I think he's on the come up.
My first person, I know you said Alex Earl was on the list. My first person, I have a bucketed list of people.
Okay, pop off. Let's hear.
Bretman Rock.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh
but
my God, Google Bretman Rock. You
that's
absolutely do.
That's the thing about
Bretman
influencers,
Rock,
though. Like, it's so
it's different
you
for every
might not
person.
know.
Bretman
Yeah.
Rock, 1000%, and he is on this list as it relates to the influencing fashion, beauty, and self-expression section. Alex Earl obviously is on that list. I would have put Wishbone Kitchen on this list for fucking sure. Wishbone, like you were snubbed
Oh,
here.
I know Bretman Rock.
You do know Bretman Rock. I also would have put Brittany Broski on this list. I'm actually shocked that Brittany Broski's not on this list.
I have to look her up too.
Especially with how popular Royal Court is. She should have been on the podcaster list for absolute sure. Like she's getting she's getting Oscar-winning actors and performers on her podcast. Harry fucking Styles was on her podcast, and she's not on this list.
Yeah.
She's obscenely influential, Brittany
crazy
Broski.
that like Hannah and Paige weren't because they got podcast of the year.
Yes, yeah. So I would have said Wishbone, Brittany Broski. I also would have said Drew Afalo, but she's already on here. I love Drew. I also would have said the last person I would have said who's not on this list, which really shocks me, is Ilona Maher. Absolutely changed the culture of women's bodies in sports. Why is she not on there?
Yeah. So there's a lot of people that should have been, basically.
Yeah.
But
I will say though, influencing or creating is such a wide sphere. If they had it in categories. It was podcasters, gamers, influencers, lifestyle. So I think it's hard to narrow down in each category. And I think my algorithm is I would have put Madeline White on there. I don't think other people would have put Madeline White on there.
Hallie Batchelder, my queen,
right?
My Nantucket queen,
or like Xandra. Like Xandra's not on the list.
Yeah, I will say I love Xandra.
She's not to the caliber of Alex Earl,
but I will say her and Alex Earl were even for a while. I feel like she took some time to heal a little bit after that.
Took a little,
that man
break.
Dogged her, and I feel like she's on the come up back again.
Totally. And other people that I don't know if they should have been on this list, I wouldn't have put Whitney Levitt on this list this year. She's someone who is with Rob Roush. Like she's a reality star, not necessarily. I guess she's a creator.
I think I would have put her on the list.
Okay, I'll take that back. Sorry, Whit. Love you, Al.
Speaking of someone who was not on the list,
this is the craziest.
Should have stayed not on the list.
Should have stayed in jail.
Jax Taylor.
When he stole those sunglasses, lock him up.
Lock him up.
Never should have got off the island.
Routing in Hawaii.
Never should have got off the island.
Jax Taylor has been spotted with his publicist. Photos obtained by TMZ showing Jax Taylor getting very cozy with Lori Krebs during a birthday trip in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Puerto Vallarta. Now, she is Britney's publicist too.
So I was going to say, if you don't know the lore, Lori Krebs is Jax Taylor and Brittany Cartwright's longtime publicist, and Brittany considered her a friend. Now, this is the worst kept secret. We've been hearing this rumor for years.
Oh, you have?
Yes. And as we know with Jax Taylor, where there's smoke, there's fire. If there's maybe not one, but if there's multiple rumors about Jax Taylor getting with a girl, he's gotten with her. It's 100% true.
Where there's oxygen, there's fire.
Yeah,
he doesn't even need the smoke.
It's obviously. So all the things that are happening now, they're picking up cameras with the Valley to cover this. Why? Lala was talking about it and was like, Brittany's incredibly hurt. We did an impromptu girls trip to Vegas. Like you're trying to have your Sandoval moment for the Valley, and let me tell you, it's not this. It's not this.
The reason
come on.
The reason that the Sandoval moment was so big, and I kind of think similarly the reason why
they're trying to have their summer house
moment is so big
Sandoval moment
is because
it's not there.
Ariana portrayed their relationship and Tom portrayed their relationship to be great. Jax has always been a piece of shit. Brittany has always known Jax was a piece of shit. So truthfully, there is no scenario in which Jax cheats on Brittany that it becomes Sandoval. Do I feel bad for Brittany? Of course. Do I feel like Jax continues to put Brittany through the ringer? Of course. Did Brittany know exactly what she was signing up for after seeing seasons of this show with Jax on it and then choosing to have a life with him? Yes. Well,
with Ariana and Tom, they didn't have a perfect relationship. They talked about their issues, but it was like Tom would never do that to Ariana. With Wes and Amanda would never do that to Kyle. Sierra. No, to Sierra. I think she would have done it to Kyle. That's why I was more shocked. I was more shocked about the Sierra of it all.
Yeah, fair.
There's no world in which anyone would think Jax would never do that to Brittany.
No.
So that's why it's like, come on. It's like, we do not need to pick up cameras.
And by the way,
we do not.
While it is
and don't put that man back on our screen in that way.
While it is a horrible choice, there are a million people in this world. You had to pick the one person, which is kind of what Sierra said. But while it's a horrible choice of person, they are separated and have been for some time. So it's not like he cheated on Brittany. They are no longer together. So is it a betrayal of trust? 100%. But it's more a betrayal of trust. It's more of an HR issue than you know what I mean? So just like a bad situation. But
not much to say there. All I have to say is
yeah,
it's
I don't
so
have much
stupid that
energy
they're
for
picking up
Jax.
cameras. It's like, come on, it's ridiculous.
It's giving desperado.
Yeah, desperito. A desperito locos taco is what it's giving. But speaking of someone who should have picked up cameras and had a great business move for themselves, Kenzie from Love Island USA went on Call Her Daddy. And here are the highlights.
Before you get into the highlights, can I ask you a question as like a fashion girly? Obviously, you can tell which one of us is the fashion girly here. What the fuck was she wearing? Why was she wearing Love Island pajamas?
There's a lot of discourse of what she was wearing.
It was weird.
But I think she wore it specifically. I think, one, she knew she was going to be doing splits, so it was comfortable.
Ever heard of a legging?
But I also think she wore it because she's very upset that everyone is thinking that she's just this blonde bimbo stupid, and she's like, there's more to me. So I think she kind of wore it in spite of other people to show off her bod and be like, yeah, this is what you think of me, like whatever.
Whatever,
and
go off.
Said,
I just thought it was weird that she showed up in pajamas.
I think it was very her. That's what she's been wearing on Love Island.
Yeah, but that's because Love Island, you're in Fiji in 1,000-degree weather. You're not in an air-conditioned studio where the co-host is wearing a hoodie.
That just like, I didn't mind it. It made sense to me. But I get why you would say that. I get both sides of it. Honestly. Ooh, little burp. Sorry, excuse me.
What do you say when you burp?
But one of the things she dressed, she doesn't like that people think she's this bimbo, which who would? Her and Dylan are still together, but she doesn't want to do the long distance forever, and she thinks she might move to either California or Miami, and California is where Dylan is, so that would be a draw to move there. I love Kenzie.
They are not going to last.
They're not going to. It's probably... And you know what? Maybe they will. Maybe they'll shock me, but
So the reunion, perhaps.
And then probably the biggest controversy that she addressed was there was a live that came out where it sounded like her and Jaden were talking shit about Melanie in the background.
Her and who?
Jaden was one of the Casa girls. She really wasn't a big... her and Caleb got together. She was really nice, though. One of the only Casa girls I liked. And she basically said, she's like, yeah, we were talking about Melanie getting the most camera time because she did. It wasn't a bad thing. It wasn't like I was talking shit about her. And honestly, the fans are 50-50. Some of them believe it, some of them don't. I'm in the section of I believe it, because if I got off a show, I 100% would be like, well, this person got the most camera time, this person did this, and this person you're talking about the show. I don't think she was shitting on Melanie.
I don't think her and Melanie are as friendly as it was portrayed to us on screen. I think she thought that they were, but she also, I believe, and this was just clips I saw because I obviously didn't watch the interview.
Yeah.
But I did not do my homework. Dog ate my homework. Okay. But I do believe she spoke on the fact that her and Melanie had a conversation that was not shown on the show, but it was obviously on camera. Mm-hmm. We just didn't see it as the public, where Melanie had said directly to Ken, I'm not interested in Corbin. I'm really interested in Sincere. I want to be with Sincere. I don't want to be with Corbin. And then after that is when she pursued Corbin, which is when Kenzie got mad and was like, why are you pursuing Corbin, and yada yada, which obviously people thought made Kenzie look bad. I didn't really think that made Kenzie look bad. She was really into Corbin at the time, and her friend was going after her. I didn't really think that was crazy.
Yeah, no, I think
of her to be upset.
Hate,
but I think there's a lot of people that are getting a lot of hate on this show, and I think I will continue to stand on my soapbox that says that the one person who deserves the most hate is not getting as much as he deserves, and that is Sincere.
I just want to clarify, guys. When we say not getting hate, we don't mean that we want them to be bullied and death or all that. That's not the hate we're talking about. We just mean opinions on the show.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a mentally sound individual. Like, if you're sending death threats to anyone,
we don't
like you need to be hospitalized yourself. However, I do think that there is not enough conversation
about what Sincere's
in the public around Sincere's behavior.
It's scary how many women are
supporting Sincere.
But anyway,
it's like how many women are supporting Trump.
Yeah,
it's concerning.
It's concerning. Back to Kenzie,
Not that Trump is Sincere. Sorry, I don't want to I'm not calling Sincere Trump.
It's just a man with horrible actions.
Correct.
That a woman is
supporting. It's called a simile. Look it up.
Yeah, a man that has treated a woman poorly,
and other women
you are still supporting
them.
him. That's the only similarity, right?
Correct.
Back to Kenzie, though. I will say, and here's kind of the two things can be true, because I like Melanie and I like Kenzie. I thought it was so mean when they were talking, and Kenzie was like, you're like my best friend here. And she's like, I think I'm your best friend, but you're not mine. Even if that's true, that was so fucking mean, I thought. If someone said that to me, I would want to cry.
People think there's thoughts on the streets. The streets are saying that on movie night, because they cut it and edited it, in one scene, Melanie has a tear on her face where Kenzie looks to be consoling her, or doesn't have a tear on her face, and then after she does, which obviously she cried when Sincere's clip came out. People think that there was a clip that came out of Kenzie talking shit on Melanie, and Melanie saw it, and that's why when everybody was consoling Melanie, Kenzie was kind of over here.
See, I feel like they would have showed that.
I feel like they would have showed that. I also just feel like why do we have to continue to pit the girls against each other?
Yeah.
Like, okay, if Melanie and Kenzie don't want to be best friends, okay, cool. That doesn't mean they hate each other. Like, not everybody is everybody's cup of tea. There are plenty of girls I've met in my life who I don't necessarily get along with. Not everybody's going to get along with me. It doesn't mean I have to hate them. You're not my person, and that's
a lot of people have been saying the way that Kenzie's moving and the heat that she's getting is so ridiculous, and that she should have been on Love Island UK because she would have fit in way more. And she would have, because Love Island, everything that she did on Love Island UK would have been fine. Nobody would have had anything to say about it, but for some reason USA is so toxic.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm done and dusted with USA. I will never watch it again. This show is a piece of crap, and I really do feel like it was the biggest waste of my time. I actually, for what it's worth, the last 4, I didn't even watch anything. I just saw the clips on TikTok. I didn't need to watch anything.
And honestly,
it was awful.
That's really it about her interview that was really telling, or like really, because she said she regrets Caleb. That's the only thing she regrets, how she treated Caleb. And then her dream after the villa is to be on Dancing with the Stars. And Kenzie, if you go on Dancing with the Stars and you bop that clam slam, I'm going to be like, vote, vote, vote for you, girl.
Unless you're competing against Maura, and then in which case,
I don't think she'd be on
this
this
they haven't
season.
announced the full cast yet.
I don't think she'd be on this season.
You never know.
She'd be on next. But anyway.
Are we going to talk about Zach and Kata?
Yeah, so we can transition into our TV recap. And we can start with Zach and Kata.
Okay, I was like, I know.
But I only have like a very
I don't
quick
have much
tidbit
to say about Zach and Kata, other than the fact that Kata, first of all, she got her hair done. Oh my God, she's the most gorgeous woman alive. She's beautiful. I mean, she was beautiful in the villa, but with her hair redone, she looks amazing.
stunning.
I also think she could have just done a slick back bun the entire time, and she would have looked fucking sick. Like, she just has
And
a
growed
gorgeous
her
face.
hair. Her hair needs to repair.
That being said, she deactivated her Instagram because of all the hate that Zach is getting. No, I just want to say, obviously, like, Zach, was he perfect on Love Island? No. Did he say some things and do some things that were not great? Yeah. Do I think he deserves to be getting enough hate for Kata to deactivate her Instagram? No. I think my problem with the Love Island fans, and we'll probably get hate for this, but my problem with the Love Island fans is that it's such a toxic environment that it's like every little thing that somebody does, except for your faves, is a problem. Again, nobody really has anything to say about Sincere. His family was out there bashing the other girls on the show.
Bashing Ariana
Maddox, bashing. And the people, the influencers that do their whole influencing and telling the story. You see them talking about it, but I've seen so many comments defending Sincere or like being team Sincere, and I am just like, are you guys okay?
I have a hot take, which I don't know if you'll agree with, because I've seen comments defending Zach as well. I think that Sincere is getting as much hate as Zach. I think that Sincere just doesn't really care, and Zach does.
Maybe.
And I think Zach lets it get to him more. I think that even in the show,
in the villa, he let it get to him.
You could see him being
when they
like,
got
"Oh, what
voted
does
least
America
favorite?"
think?" Or "Oh, da da da." I think Sincere just doesn't care.
Yeah,
I don't know. Sincere has a delusion.
I also just think that for what it's worth, Kata and Zach were a strong couple, even if I didn't like them as a couple. Like, they were strong. They were together the whole time.
And you should not be getting, like I said, that's when we say hate, take that with a grain of salt. We just want people's actions to
more
be
intelligent conversations about the outcome of the show, not death threats.
Everyone, a lot of the Islanders jump to defend Zach, and they should defend him when it comes to the crazy ones, but also not all of them watch the show back. And it's like, that would be the first thing I would do. I did, because Trinity took to her Instagram to defend Zach.
Queen.
And I don't think she would have done that if she watched the show, because he even was rude about her.
Yeah, no. I also just think Trinity is
that's why
so
I'm like,
cool.
Islanders. Oh, I love Trinity.
Love.
I think she's so cool.
I would assume she's gonna go on Call Her Daddy, yeah, because she won.
But she should go somewhere and do something crazy. I think she's gonna be big. I love Trinity. And Bryce. I
think Trinity is over 3 million followers, or almost 4 million followers.
And Bryce, I found he's a DJ. His stuff's actually good.
Okay, go Bryce.
But anyway,
even the paparazzi team Bryce out here.
Yeah, I love Bryce and Trinity.
Do you know what that is?
What?
Even the paparazzi team Bryce out here.
I feel like I've seen it.
It's Tana Mojo.
Oh,
and they were talking about Bryce from Vine, and she's like, even the paparazzi team Bryce out here.
I have to say,
on God.
I have to say,
I love Tana.
I love Tana Mojo. I don't care.
Tana and Trish.
I don't care if it's not brand safe. I love Trisha Paytas, and I love Tana Mojo.
I don't think we're brand safe out here.
I'm not. Let me tell you this. I'm not fucking brand safe. If I went on Love Island, I'd be out of that villa in 2 motherfucking seconds, because in 2009, people posted the N-word in lyrics, and I know I did. I would be canceled in 2 seconds. I'm not brand safe, okay? Sorry. But you wouldn't find it now because I'm educated. And I know that that's not right. I feel like you're looking at me like, don't say that, but I'm going to say that because
no, I'm not looking at you like, don't say that. I just think in our year of the Lord 2026, because of the lack of education around race in this country. I'm sure every single white person on the planet,
Has
unless
something that
you are
define.
maybe an educator on racial topics, like has something somewhere that could be perceived as being ignorant.
Yeah.
And
Listen,
that's just like the nature of our time. I'm not saying it's great. I'm not saying it's good. I just think that, like, unfortunately, in the nature of our day and age, people are extremely uneducated.
I'm guilty of being ignorant all the time. I actually had a wonderful interaction on TikTok. I made a TikTok about Parmita, and everyone was calling her Parmesan cheese. I thought they were calling her Parmesan cheese because she was cheesy. And so I put a video, somebody commented on it and was like, oh, I wouldn't expect a white girl to understand a microaggression. And I was like, oh, damn, why is this a microaggression? Let me look why it's a microaggression. Because I'm white, I'm ignorant, and I don't really know all those things. I genuinely thought it was because she was cheesy. So I looked it up, and it said that it's a name dismissal because you're making a food pun out of an unfamiliar ethnic name that boils down to othering someone and making them feel like they don't fit in. So I responded to the comment and I said, I just looked it up. This is what it means. I'm sorry. I'm not going to call her that anymore. And the person commented back and was like, you know what? This is a really refreshing interaction. Thank you for taking the time to look it up. And I was like, of course, I know that as a white person, I have the privilege to not have to know any of those things. And I make mistakes. I'm ignorant all the time. Like, I'm 100% guilty of being ignorant. But I just thought that was a really nice interaction.
Yeah, well, I also think it's, unfortunately, there's a lot of people that don't want to believe this or don't want to understand this or take the time to understand this. But as white people, it is our job to educate ourselves. It should not fall on people of color to teach us what's ignorant about the way we act and behave or speak towards them. So I think, just if I can give you one little tidbit of your life, if you could educate yourself on those things, it will make your life better.
Yeah, and if anyone of any other color or ethnicity tells you, like, hey, you messed up, my first thing is to be like, okay, let me either look up why or
ask you why.
You tell me why, because the people that get defensive, it's like, relax.
Yeah, also, it's okay to be wrong sometimes. Like, sometimes you're wrong. If you own it, and that's fine. And I hate being wrong, so if I can say that, then you can say that.
Speaking of things that are wrong,
Tell me.
I know you're gonna get so mad about because I got so mad about.
Tell me.
Love Island UK. Ellie,
I hate you,
is
Finley.
gone.
I hate
so,
you.
No, because let me tell you, because you know who I can't stand?
Priya.
Well, besides her, Samraj and Mika. And let me tell you why. So,
because they did exactly what Fitz. They should have done what Fitz and
here's the
what's
thing.
her face did.
And
now that we're talking
this
about
is why
name
they're
dismissal,
this is why they're game players. This is why they're game players, and this is why they bother me. So, because you know that Ellie goes home, but you didn't see it. So this is what happened.
Can I tell you what I think happened before you just to see if I'm on my game? I think what happened is they said the public voted for their favorite boy and girl.
Yeah.
I think that Finley was definitely voted least favorite boy, and Ellie was probably voted one of the favorite girls. If I know my Love Island UK, the Islanders probably selected who went home. And every single person in there probably thought to themselves, Finn just dogged Ellie, let's get rid of Finn. And then they voted to get rid of Finn, and then Ellie obviously left. Now, based on your reaction, what you're telling me is that Mika and Samraj were probably also voted least favorite. And they should have done the Lola and Sean, where they said, hey, if they really weren't there for the game, like they claim they aren't, what they should have said is, hey, Finley and Ellie are just getting back on track. Whoever else is in the bottom is probably in a good couple. I would assume it's Martha or Jordan. And they needed maybe a chance. So Mika and Samraj should have bowed out.
Yep. So
And they didn't, I'm assuming.
So they had the least favorites. It was Jordan, Alicia, the one who stole Finley. Is that Alicia? Martha, Samraj, Mika, Finn. They send 2 people home. It's Jordan and Alicia. They leave. Everyone's like happy. They think that's it. Then they're like, you got to send 2 more home, and the choice is up to the Islanders. Ba, ba, ba. Mika looks at Samraj and goes, I'm good if you're good. If you want to leave together, I will do that. He's like, yeah. And then as they're going, they're like, no, guys, like, no, don't do that. And then as they're all doing their little defense, Samraj is like, I'm going to be so real. I'm not done with my journey here. And then the Islanders have this huge back and forth. Julia, they say it both ways.
I think it's Yulia.
I think it's Yulia. Very much for Ellie. Very much keep.
I gotta tell you, I like that Yulia.
I like Yulia too. And
She tells it how it is.
And everyone's like, oh, she's for drama because now she's fighting with Priya.
I would like to fight with Priya.
Bullshit.
I would like to fight with Priya.
You know why you saw. She's fighting with Priya because
my God.
she's like, you and
I'm
Aiden
sorry.
aren't motherfucking real.
Aiden and Priya are the fact that they went to the hideaway, or the fact that she said out loud, who do you want to go to the finals to, babe? Like,
no,
everything that everybody said about her is true.
Basically was like, oh, this is why we should win. So fake. And I'm sorry.
I don't like
you were
people
out there
that.
calling Fitzy and Lola fake, you better be motherfucking standing up and calling Priya and Aiden fake because that's, ooh. But anyway, Because obviously he was like drooling at the mouth for.
You know who I kind of think is going to win this show?
It better be Yulia and Lorenzo. At this point,
I think it could also be Tommy and Yaz. They're kind of unproblematic, and Yaz is
I think
kind
they're
of
really cute. But I think it should be
people in the UK don't like her because she works for an MLM.
Oh well.
Do you know what I wanted
anyway,
to happen? Sorry, before we keep going. In my mind, my perfect scenario would have been they vote for the least favorites, whatever. In some way, Julia goes home. And it would have been single Ellie and Lorenzo. And at a recoupling, Lorenzo would have picked Ellie to keep her in the villa as a friendship couple, and they would have won.
Yeah,
that would have been my perfect
But
ending.
I like Yulia and Lorenzo.
But I do. I'm happy that Yulia's still there.
I think Yulia keeps him on his toes.
She's also insane,
gorgeous,
beautiful.
Yes. So she was.
All the women on this show are insanely
very
beautiful.
Much. Keep
also, how
Finley.
is Simba not being voted as a least favorite?
Well,
like how are Simba and Angie still there?
This is what annoys me. So they went through everyone they voted.
The way he treated her.
This is what annoys me about Angie. I need you to stand up and make decisions for yourself. Because she let Simba pick who to give the card to. And now in the deliberation, she's like, I can't Simba vote for me. And of course he votes to keep Samraj and
because
Mika.
Simba and Samraj are close.
Even though they just said that they were game players. They voted
because they're close.
I think if Angie spoke up for Ellie, it might have been different. But Yulia was really like, no, why would we not? They're in the bottom.
I also do think, for what it's worth, Ellie repeatedly saying for several days in there, I'm going to go if Finn goes. They probably were like...
They knew. She said, I'm going to go if Finley goes.
But that's what I'm saying. For them, it's like, okay, well, Ellie's so committed to Finley. Let's just let them go. And obviously Samraj isn't so committed to Mika.
Yeah, but then send Mika and Samraj home. If it's really about love, then send... And that's what Yulia was saying. She's like... Because everyone's like, oh, they didn't get a fair shake because of what we saw on movie night, and that's why people didn't like them. And Yulia's basically like, true, they did it. So they should... This is the second time they've been in the bottom. Send them packing.
Mika's been in the bottom a few times.
But low-key, I feel like everyone wanted to keep them because they know that Ellie was competition. And I feel like Yulia doesn't care about that. She's like, let's keep her. So that really pissed me off because
I also, for what it's worth, if Jordan got sent home, what is Martha there for? There's everybody else is coupled up.
They sent Martha home. Finley and Martha. And then Ellie left.
Understand.
And Martha was very much like, I should go home. But
I understand.
Why I got so mad is because Mika looks at Samraj and was like, oh, if you're good to go, I'm good to go. And then
that tells me that Samraj is the problem and not Mika.
No, because I think Mika knew Samraj wouldn't do it.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think, listen, again, two things can be true. I like Mika. I do. I think they are not going to last. I think they both know what they're doing. And he was so annoying. They're dancing around, having fun. And did you see that part? And then she like went like this, and he was like, "I can't." My girls embarrassed me in front of everyone. She's like, "You don't understand how we dance in Barbados." It's like,
ever heard of Carnival?
Like, come on. But regardless, that pissed me off. It should have been.
I also just think it would have been very different if the same episode, the same day, they didn't just say, nobody's here for the money. Nobody's here for the money.
Yeah.
Because by you saying my journey's not done here, you're essentially confirming that you are here for the money because you want a chance to win.
Everyone wants to stay.
So I think if that hadn't happened and they had said our journey's not done, there's more we want to do, we want to get to each other, I wouldn't have cared as much. The fact that they less than 6 hours before said, well, I don't know why you give that to us. Like, we're not here for the money. Nobody's here for the money. We're here for love. Like, you found love. So what are you doing here?
I have a hot take. I think the producers did the second elimination to try to get rid of Mika and Samraj, and it didn't work. And now I think they're kicking themselves because Ellie was one of the favorites. And they're like,
if Ellie stayed, she would have won this show.
Yeah. But I love Ellie and Lorenzo's
I do too. By the way, I don't think Ellie and Finley are going to last very long on the outside. I think Ellie's going to have a very good trajectory. She's going to get a lot of. She's going to have the Millie Grace Court edit. Like,
I just love Ellie.
But obviously, Millie Grace Court left with Liam, but I think she's going to have the Millie.
I also don't think that Finn is this huge cheater asshole. Like, he obviously did wrong, but I think that he was just in a situation where he couldn't handle the attention and he did a shitty thing. But I don't necessarily know if that's a shitty person. But Lorenzo seems to think that, and I feel like Lorenzo's very real. Lorenzo, that's what I like about Lorenzo and Yulia. I feel like they're just there and they're real and they call shit out.
Yeah, I like
Lorenzo.
I feel
like they couldn't care less about the money.
I like Lorenzo. He's funny.
I love Lorenzo.
He's silly. So there's a Love Island.
I also love Jasmine, but I don't love Cav.
There's a Love Island podcast with 3 people who used to be on Love Island UK, and they run a podcast, and they all want them to reinstate the splitting of the check thing, which apparently they don't do anymore because nobody ever split it. But they want it to come back this season because they think that Lorenzo and Julia are going to win, and they think that he would take the money.
I feel like he wouldn't. I feel like
I kind of feel like he would.
And I also love. Okay, so
no, I'm like a mean.
I watched After Sun because I was just so upset there wasn't another episode. So I was like, whatever, I'll put it on. And Lorenzo's mom said that he doesn't make coffee because they've watched Love Island together, like all his growing up. Like that's his show that he watched with his mom and they kiki. And he's like, why do the girls never make coffee for the guys? And he said to his mom, I swear if I go on, like I will never make a coffee for a girl. And she's like, that's my fault. I wish I didn't make him swear that. So that's and so they were like, if
I'm telling you, I love
they were
Lorenzo.
saying if he broke the rule to make Yulia a coffee, he really likes her. That's how we know.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, oh my god.
One other thing I'd like to say about Love Island UK is there's a lot of discourse around Maya Jama and how she hasn't been on at all this season. She's barely showed up, and usually she's there
are
more.
Much more on the host in US on Ariana.
I think no, it used to be that way in UK with Maya. Maya was really in it. Think about Caroline Flack, rest in peace, God bless her soul. When Caroline Flack used to host, the host is usually there a lot. I think people are thinking that this is maybe Maya's time, and I would just like to submit a couple people that I would love to host this show if I may.
Yeah,
I think it would be really cool to have a couple who's been successful be the hosts.
Oh, I would love that.
I think Nathan and Kara would crush that.
They would do so well.
I think Nathan and Kara would crush that. And they're kind of in media right now. I don't know if they're promoting something, but they're kind of in media right now. I think they would crush that. I think Millie Grace Court would be an amazing choice.
Is she? I don't know.
She's the season after Sophie that you didn't watch.
I'm going to go back and watch that.
You should.
Because now I have a lull.
100%. I also think...
And I have an itch for you guys.
I also think that another person that I think would be great to host it would be Chloe from the same season. She's a podcast hoster. She hosts a radio show. She would be an amazing host. And then I think, unfortunately, Mara's way too famous now to do it. But if she wasn't as famous in the US here, she would have been great. But I do think it would be really good to have one of the past contestants become a host.
That would be cool.
I think that would be really cool. So those are my submissions I would like to just
that
put
would be
out there.
a cool thing. Well, I guess now we can get into, because right now we'll do the ready to move on from.
Did we spend too much time on Love Island?
No, it's okay. I have some Real Housewives of Atlanta stuff, but it's really complex. So I want to. We'll get into it next week because I want to make sure that we.
Well, now that Love Island is basically over, except for UK, we will have more time.
I want to make sure that
recap.
Portia Williams has the floor because I've got a lot of thoughts. But anyway,
I like that Portia Williams.
So guys, if you are a Real Housewives of Atlanta fan, tune in for next motherfucking week. And if you're not, still tune in.
What are you ready to move on from this week?
I am ready to move on from people just writing off young reality TV stars as if they make one mistake, they're a horrible person. If you watch Next Gen NYC, Riley definitely made some mistakes. She's getting a ton of unnecessary hate. We've all been drunk and 22 years old and said some things and done some things that we probably wouldn't love to be on camera. And so I'm over the hate for Riley. That's what I have to say.
Okay, go Riley. I saw a really beautiful clip of her and Ariana Bierman having a conversation.
Yeah,
I just want to say Ariana Bierman,
really great.
Perfect example of somebody who understands that there are complexities in interracial friendship, and she's learning.
Which is so funny because Andy texts me because we both love Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's like, I can't believe Ariana Bierman came from Wig, from Kim Zolciak. I'm like, no, literally same. But anyway,
I'm ready to move on from Love Island USA. I've been saying it for weeks. I'm finally free of the shackles of this show. I never have to speak about it again. God bless.
We will on the reunion, unfortunately, but then we'll be done. But what we are ready to obsess with is the same for us this week. Oh, and dare I say we should dedicate this episode to the grandmother of
the great MJ Shannon, mother and matriarch of the Kardashian Jenner family. Unfortunately, she passed away at 91 years old this week. Talk about a fucking legacy. I mean, birthing Kris Jenner alone is like truly a feat of just incredible womanhood, but to also give birth to those Kardashian Jenner sisters.
And just so much wisdom.
She like so family oriented, such a gem. Not judgmental at all. Really a beautiful, amazing woman, and we're very sad to hear of her passing.
Yes,
and this episode is for sure dedicated to her. One thing I just want to make a comment about.
Okay, quick, because
we're blinking. Kim's getting a lot of hate for the scheduled posts. I just want to call everyone's attention back to when she used to post in real time and she was robbed at gunpoint. And that's why she does the scheduled
everyone
posts.
Get over it. Obviously, it was a faux pas.
It was obviously a mistake. They were at the lake in the 4th of July. It's 2 weeks later. She obviously scheduled that post and forgot about it. I'm really not here for the hate on someone whose grandmother passed away and like is just dealing with
the perspective, because people are like, oh, why would you post that? Your grandmother just died. Why don't we flip the perspective to this is one of the biggest influencers and celebrities in the world. Obviously, she has scheduled posts. When her grandmother passes away, the first thing that she's thinking of is not to post her scheduled fucking Instagram posts.
Correct.
So let's flip the perspective.
So I just wanted to put that out there, but my heart goes out to that whole family.
Goes out to MJ and the fam.
100%.
Yeah. All right. Bye. See you next week.